I am Koichi Kawamoto, the producer of 1-2-Switch. I am also the general hardware director for Nintendo Switch itself. 1-2-Switch lets you...
Look at that guy's floods!
It's a brand new kind of game, one that mixes up new kinds of play that haven't been seen before.
His pants, it looks like he's preparing for the flood.
While looking at
Cool shades, dude!
That
guy's like the Japanese me.
At the Squid Research Lab, who has spent day and night researching the fruits of my labor.
Yeah, dude, if I worked for Nintendo or Ubisoft, where this guy works for, I'd tell him, yo, I'm going out on stage with my sunglasses on. No
and it
questions.
seems there have been many changes to the Squid world.
Scientist lab coat.
Therefore,
Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah! There we go. I mean, we already knew they were going to reveal a new 3D Mario game, but it's just good to see it's that far along.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for my appearance. I am.
Why does this guy say sorry for his appearance, but the dude with the floods
I'm the
doesn't?
overall producer for the Nintendo Switch hardware.
This guy looks awesome.
I have a hand in the newest Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey.
What's this? Oh, dude, wouldn't it be awesome if it was Ninja Turtles? Mario! New Dork City? Is that what that said in the background? Let's rewind and look at that. Did that say New Dork City? We just watched the reveal of the Nintendo Switch, and for the most part, I was impressed. I mean, it really met all of my expectations going in. My only concerns with it, are the battery life. 3 hours. That's really reminiscent of the Wii U. I am glad that it did say they're going to be able to use USB, so I can use all of my power banks that I have when I'm on the go. Another thing I didn't really like hearing was that they eventually are going to be charging for their online capabilities, and 2 million available at launch worldwide. That I feel like. So here's the thing. I actually, when I first came back from China back in 2007, one of my friends was a manager at a video game retail store called Game Crazy in American Fork.
I'm down here in the his house, the Heezy, with the GC posse to get the 411 on Game Crazy. Let's start with the hardware. This is like a gamer's ride, dog. And if you sell him the right ride, you got a better chance of selling some 20-inch chrome rims later. Know what I'm saying?
And, he knew about my passion for games, and there's a few times I'd come into the store to buy games, and some lady or some mom, somebody had asked a question that he couldn't answer, and I'd explain it to him, and he's like, dude, like, your knowledge is on point. And he offered me a job just on weekends because I already worked. I already had a really good job that I had worked for before China that I'd come back on board for. So I worked in retail for the second and third years after the Wii came out, you know, and they were starving the marketplace. They were, you know, they were making sure that I answered the phone probably 50 million times in a week. And every question on the call was, you know, hey, do you guys have the Wii? Do you guys have the Wii? Do you guys have the Wii? For some of the guys that work there full time, I'm still really good friends with a lot of them. You know, they say they still have nightmares about that. What kind of is concerning to me is that, you know, they said they're only going to have 2 million at launch. That doesn't seem like enough. You know, I live near Hong Kong and China, and then you think about Japan, and then you think about the United States alone. I don't know. It really concerns me, and I want to buy it at launch. I don't want to pay crazy prices. And I will admit, I'm a scalper. When the Wii U came out, we bought 3 of them, and you know, I flipped 2 of them for a lot more than they were worth, but then a couple weeks later you could get them anywhere. So with the Switch, I feel like it's going to be a lot more successful than the Wii U was. A few cool things. My favorite part of the show, I'd have to say, was the Super Mario Odyssey. And in this footage, I'm going to go back. I'm pretty sure it said New Dork City, but it kind of reminded me of, you know, that terrible Super Mario Bros. Movie from the 90s where King Koopa tries to merge the Mushroom Kingdom with New York City. I thought that was pretty cool. What was your favorite part from this presentation today, George?
My favorite part was the Super Mario Bros. Game and Xenosaga 2. It looks really great because there was a huge guy, and my favorite of all time was the Nintendo Switch and the Zelda game, because the Nintendo Switch comes out on March 3rd, just like the Zelda game.
Hey, and he makes a good point. The Xenosaga game is interesting because, you know, I loved Xenosaga for the Wii, and also they released Xenoblade X on the new Nintendo 3DS. But George here got the new Xenoblade for Wii U for Christmas about a year ago, and we played through it. It just didn't seem to have as much, as much coolness. Yeah, this kid likes to say cool a lot. Yeah, it wasn't as cool as the one for Wii. I mean, the graphics were superior, the enemies were cool, the landscapes were big, but they just seemed kind of barren. Didn't seem like didn't have too much story, and maybe I just didn't get far enough in it, but the other one really captured me right from the get-go. But yeah, I'm excited as well for Xenoblade 2. The ARMS game. ARMS! Alright guys, let's come up with the best, most original name possible for our game. ARMS. I just thought it looked gimmicky, as well as I can't remember the name, like Splatoons or something? No, not Splatoon. Splatoon looks cool. I'll probably pick that up at launch. The one that's kind of like a Wii Sports game where they're drawing their guns and you know, they're doing all that stuff. Who knows? Maybe it'll be fun. I'm not too into casual games. However, that being said, when the Wii came out, I was living in near Wuhan, China. And we played the crap out of that sports game. I had a few Americans over, and we'd play through it, and we had a lot of fun. But yeah, all in all, another part I didn't really care for was Suda51. Like what was he doing on stage? You know, why was he had nothing to show, kind of an idea in his head. That's like me coming out, you know, and saying, oh, hey, someday I'm going to make an awesome video on my YouTube channel and it's going to be great. You know, subscribe now, even though I don't have this video up so you can see it someday. Like, it's kind of lame, but you know, it is what it is. I really, you know, the first part where they showed all the past consoles, if you follow my channel, that was a highlight for me. And towards the end, when Reggie Fils-Aimé went back and, you know, they had Miyamoto and Eiji Aonuma, you know, that really pulled on the heartstrings to see how old, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto has got. He's ever since I was a little kid, he's been one of my heroes. And I love him so much, and you know, seeing him with his hair, you know, frosted gray, and it just really it kind of reminds me of how old I am and how old he's getting, you know, and it was great to see him there. And you know, Aonuma, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I love every Zelda post Ocarina of Time, but I feel like I just don't feel like, I feel like that was kind of the highlight of the Zelda series, and since then they haven't really been able to recapture that. And I feel like Breath of the Wild is going to have the best chance of, you know, having a Ocarina of Time like impact on gamers. So all in all, I think it was a great convention. Wish they would have had some more surprises. You know, some of those patents of like VR tech and stuff had me a little excited. But yeah, for the most part, it was just it was very cool, and it was kind of what I expected. You know, nothing really mind-boggling or mind-blowing.
And I did see a Dragon Ball Z game, and it looks pretty cool. I can't wait till that comes out, and I've been watching Dragon Ball Z, and I've loved it.
All right, guys, just want to thank everyone for watching our review today, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.